What's going on, everybody? Howard Bender here from Fantasy Alarm, and NFL Week 6 is here, which means NFL DFS is back, and we are ready to win some contests here on the Sunday main slate. In order to bink that GPP, you need to find the contrarian picks. Low ownership, just as important as the players themselves. So if you can find that little stack that's going to be lower owned than most, that's where you come out ahead. So let me give you my favorite contrarian plays at each position, and then we can build some lineups from there. It'll start, actually, believe it or not, Jayden Daniels of the Washington Commanders. 7,300 on DraftKings, 8,700 on FanDuel, but less than 7% ownership projected. I thought most people would use Daniels over Lamar Jackson because of the price tag, but ownership is definitely telling us a different story. Ravens showed some vulnerability in their win over the Bengals last week, so Daniels should see some success throwing the football. But his mobility is going to be the key here, as the Ravens pass rush is going to chase him from the pocket, and he's going to take off a bunch. This game has a 52.5 over-under, and I expect a very similar back and forth like the Ravens saw last week against Cincinnati. At the running back position, David Montgomery of the Detroit Lions, 6,500 on DraftKings, 7,900 on FanDuel, and less than 6% ownership projected right now. This is ridiculous. How is this guy projected at such low ownership while Jahmyr Gibbs is projected as the third highest owned running back? We know Dallas can't stop the run. They rank 31st in DVOA, and they allow the sixth most fantasy points per game to the running back position. Monty's averaging 15 carries per game. He's scored a touchdown in every game this season, and he's even catching a couple of passes each week. Let everyone chase the higher price Gibbs while you run away with the value here. At the wide receiver position, how about Stefon Diggs of the Houston Texans? 7,400 on DraftKings, 8,000 on FanDuel, projected at less than 8% ownership right now. With Nico Collins out, everyone's running to save a few bucks with Tank Dell. But Diggs is the number one target here, and he should be treated as such against a soft Patriots team. Do not fear Christian Gonzalez. We've seen him get roasted in coverage before. In fact, New England ranks 16th in DVOA against the opposing wide receiver one, and Diggs is about to get peppered with targets. At the tight end position, give me some Pat Freiermuth. You might have seen him in my watch list, but wow. 4,300 on DraftKings, 5,700 on FanDuel, less than 6% ownership projected. Quarterback doesn't really matter in this situation, but I'll tell you this, a switch to Russell Wilson, like we're expecting to see mid-game probably, is much better for Freiermuth's value. But, I mean, this matchup is super soft as is and favorable for the tight end. The Raiders rank 31st in DVOA against the tight end position. They're allowing an average of 7 passes for 54 yards each week. That's Muth's wheelhouse, baby. Now, the Raiders haven't allowed a ton of fantasy points to opposing tight ends yet, but they also haven't seen someone who's going to be getting as heavy a target share as Pat Freiermuth will. So there you have it, folks. Your DFS contrarian picks coming up here for NFL Week 6. And as always, if you don't have a subscription over at fantasyalarm.com, do yourself a favor. Go to fantasyalarm.com/win. Sign up for either the monthly or the annual and take us for a free spin, 7-day free trial. That's right. Pay nothing, win all this money at DFS this weekend, and it'll just pay for your subscription itself. It's easy as that. I'm Howard Bender of the Fantasy Alarm. We'll catch you next time.